Mi chiamo Miriam.
My name is Miriam Fusco, and I have been suffering for the past 15 years from an autoimmune disease called systemic sclerosis, a disabling disease that takes up practically all the microcirculation. Therefore, it brings problems both at the skin level and at the level of internal organs because it takes the heart, liver, lungs, creating a hardening of all walls. Precisely for this reason, I have been followed for years by the ophthalmologist Alberto Bellone, who has followed year by year the evolution of my disease, where the dryness of my eye continues. Early cataract began, on which we had to intervene because I saw very little of my disorder while just seeing my normal vision problems. At this point, Dr. Alberto Bellone recommended an operation to remove the cataract, to which the insertion of a particular lens was added that allows me now to see without the use of glasses, and for me, I arrived now at the age of 70, after a life of glasses and changing of gradation here and there. This is certainly a big win because of the fact that I am able to leave the house without glasses and able to see the world around me. This lens I am talking about is a trifocal lens that allows me to see from afar, to read, and also to stay at the front of the computer, which is excellent for my commitment to the association to which I belong, which is the GILS, Italian Group for the Struggle alla Scleroderma, and I am the one responsible for Piedmont region. It is clear that when Dr. Bellone proposed this intervention to me, I did not know exactly what I was going to face, as it was my first eye surgery, and I must say that I was completely satisfied with the location of the intervention, both the treatment and the preparation and the follow-up checks after. The procedure was practically painless and resolved in not even a day, starting from the morning when I had the surgery until the afternoon, when I was practically already without a bandage. And then I had to use a minimum of precaution for the following 24 hours to prevent the eye from being subjected to strain. The following week, I underwent the surgery of the other eye. So, within a week, I got my sight back like 50 years ago. I had no side effects. The only precaution I use is to keep putting the eye drops. Also, because unfortunately, my eye, due to the pathology I have, still tends to be dry. And I hope that in the future, a remedy will also be found for this thing.
The peculiarity of this intervention was to implant a Zeiss trifocal lens of the Lisa series, therefore an extremely performing lens in far, intermediate, and near vision. in a patient who had contraindications, very dry eye with an altered quality ocular surface. We decided to go through the procedure with my explanation that this great opportunity was not to be missed, and her eye after the surgery is exactly as dry as before, maybe a bit of worsening in the first month, but now we returned to the pre-intervention situation. As you can see from the light, we are in spring, and therefore the lady, in addition to the artificial tears that she uses, is also inserting an antihistamine into the eye for pre-season allergic conjunctivitis. It is clear that since the first lens of the eye is the tear, and our patient has an altered tear due to the problems of a general nature, this affects the quality of vision. The trifocal lens takes the light that enters from the outside of the eye and is directed onto the retina and divides it, breaks it down into the various parts that serve for distance vision, for intermediate, and near. So, it works well only in a perfect eye, that is, an eye that has cataracts, or with someone that wants to undergo refractive surgery, which, however, has all its components 100% perfect. When one of these components is not good, immediately the quality of this lens will not be seen. We forced our hand, we pushed the indication, and we are extremely happy with the success obtained. In fact, the lady is enthusiastic about her new visual performance, and as mentioned, she has returned to see how she did 50 years ago. She used to have an absolutely imperfect visual performance, but by implanting a trifocal lens that corrects all these vision defects, a new kind of life is given to her. It is clear that this is a lens that mimics the human crystalline lens. However, it is still not the human crystalline lens, so it is not comparable to the vision quality of a 20-year-old boy who does not have vision defects. This is obvious. We do not want to certainly say that at 20, you have to remove the lens and put on a trifocal lens, but in conditions of cataracts, lens alteration, and or refractive errors, this opportunity is not to be lost, in the sense that the patient must be able to choose an implant of a high-tech lens.